Good afternoon from Germany. Here's Pascal. It is a new week, Monday. No announced news, but some special news. Like last week, we had heavy weekend with some news from the banking sector again, and there were some bad news from Switzerland with Credit Suisse, and they had to do a fire merger. This wasn't planned, but UBS took over Credit Suisse in a fire sale. They wanted to pay 1 billion Swiss franc, but then they got higher to 2 billion, and then the final offer was 3.3 billion. And that's it. So Credit Suisse is saved, but a lot of more billions from the central bank, from S&P, 100 billion in new liquidity, and 9 billion from the government if there are some fallouts. So we will see if Credit Suisse is now finally rescued. The interesting thing is that stockholders are also safe, so they can hold their stocks, but they only got about 75 cents, and this is a lot lower than on Friday, the closing. I think the closing was around 180, and now it went down to 75 cents. But more important is that the bondholders were wiped out. So there were 17 billion of COCO bondholders. So this is a special bond which can convert into stocks. And these bondholders were wiped out. So these bonds are now worthless. And this is interesting because normally they are in front of the normal stockholders. So because it is not equity, but it's a debt. So the bank has normally to pay its debt. And with this final merger, they wiped out all the bondholders. And I don't think that it's just possible like this to wipe them out. So probably there will be some more interesting talks in the next days and weeks about this merger here. Okay, let's see the markets. The markets are a little bit happy that we had this fire merger here. As you can see, we went down a little bit from the Friday highs. Today we retested the lows, went a little bit lower, but the interesting thing is that we opened higher. So when the future market opened again, we went as high as 12,750 points. So this is now June future, because March expired on Friday. Now we are trading June future. This one is about 130 points higher than March. And it went as high as 12,750. The high point on Friday was 12,810 points. And then during the Asian session it went lower, and at the beginning of the European session it made new lows here of 12,530. What was it? 12,525 points. So we are trading a little bit higher now. I'm already in a smaller short position. I only took 4 micro Nasdaq futures short here at 12,664 at about the previous highs here. And yeah, I want to see a retest of the lows here, 12,530 maybe. And yeah, this would mean a downside potential of about 0.75%. So yeah, I think we will see the same like the previous Monday, where we had the rescue of the US banks. As you can see, we had the lows here of 11,800, and then finally we saw higher levels and a retest of the 9 EMA. So this time I think we can retest the day's low, or even get lower here to the 9 EMA and 20 EMA level here, before we go higher again for a turnaround Tuesday tomorrow. So like we have seen here previous Monday, probably we will see the same movement again. Then let's see, gold was interesting because yeah, when a lot of fear is coming up, then gold is rising. And as you can see, we are still green here, 0.4%. We already had a big movement on Friday, 2.4%, and 3.5% until for the day's high on Friday. And from the closing on Friday to the high of today, it was 2%. So we are above, or were above, the $2,000 level in April future gold. We are trading below at the moment, but for sure we will retest the 2000 level again when the markets are dipping. So be prepared for gold to rise again and for the stock markets to dip. Let's see Euro USD. Where's the chart here? So the euro is rising right now because of all the dollar liquidity. There were a special US dollar swap for all major central banks like ECB, Bank of Japan, Bank of England, Bank of Canada. So all were offering now special US dollar swaps for giving liquidity to the banks so that the US bonds doesn't have to be sold. And yeah, this offers of course a lot of US dollar liquidity and therefore weakens the US dollar. But normally when the stock market is dipping, as you can see today, when the stock market is dipping, then the US dollar should be getting stronger and Euro US dollar should dip again. So let's see when we see the final breakout to the up or downside here. We are still in a bigger trading range here for Euro US dollar, but I expect the market to go down again and the US dollar to strengthen when the stock market is dipping here. More interesting will be First Republic Bank. This is one of the medium banks here in the US, and yeah, they are also in trouble. A lot of CEOs from the smaller and medium banks, from the regional banks, flew to Omaha in Nebraska to see Warren Buffett on the weekend. So maybe he will offer some of his billions like he did the previous time, 2008. He offered several billions for Goldman Sachs to rescue them. I think it was more than 6%. He got a nice interest rate and some preferred shares. So maybe this time also Warren Buffett will rescue some of the regional banks. Let's see this. There was a lowering of the rating here for First Republic. Therefore, they went even lower than the closing on Friday. The closing on Friday was here at what was it? $23. And we had lows pre-market here at $14.58. So yeah, we are still trading lower, but the gap is already closed. But I assume that we will see a retest here at the $15 area, and there I want to take a long. So I'm already in a smaller long, unfortunately here a little bit too early like always, but I want to retest here the $15 area and then take a long trade here in First Republic Bank on the opening. And yeah, but the targets from the analysts are $5 for takeover, so we can also dip a lot lower, if they are not able to sustain in these circumstances here, and if there is a fire sale or takeover like we have seen with Credit Suisse in Switzerland, then probably this one will dip in the 1-digit area below $10. And yeah, let's see this. It's pretty risky, but it's just a small trade for my portfolio size. Okay. What are your thoughts about shifting to gold or silver ETFs due to market instability? Yes, I was already talking about this. So gold should go higher when the market is dipping, but I'm expecting that we will see the same like last week. So just a small time that we will dip here in the markets and go higher for gold, and then we will probably see a rise of the markets again, because yeah, it's not over yet. We will see more volatility, more roller coaster this week, and we will have Federal Reserve meeting this Wednesday, so the day after tomorrow. We will finally know if they will go by 25 basis points or 0 basis points. So at the moment we have 31% for no interest change and 69% for 25 basis points rate hike. Here the probabilities for the next meeting. So this is expected to be the high point of the interest rate, 5%, and then there will be the first drop in June and 2 more until the end of the year. So we will end or 3 more until the end of the year, and we will end the year at just 4%. So let's see if this will last until the end of the year. We had a lot of changes in the previous trading days. Today, no other major news, just here reserve balances with Federal Reserve banks. But tomorrow we will have existing home sales On Wednesday, we will have the Fed interest rate decision and the press conference. On Thursday, initial jobless claims and building permits. And on Friday, core durable good orders. And yeah, that's it for the week. So some major news, especially Wednesday, will be important with the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. So let's see the opening in about 3 minutes, and then we will know more how the market will react to these news. Because normally I think that these news are bad news for the market, because every bank shareholder is now in fear that the same thing can happen to himself when, just over the weekend, all the bonds are wiped out from Credit Suisse, and there is this fire merger, and the stock drops 60%. So let's see, do I still have open the chart for Credit Suisse? No. So let's bring it up, and let's see Wix. Wix was at highs of 28.9. So if we see more sell-off, then probably we will retest the $30 area here for Wix. And the banking sector is dipping again, so we are retesting the lows. Just bring up this chart here. You see we already retested the lows from Friday here. Still a high volatility in XLF, the banking sector ETF. And let's see Credit Suisse, CS for Credit Suisse. So this is a ADR, American Depository Receipt, but here you see it's just 90 US cents. So near the merger price, which will be paid in UBS stocks. Yeah, a big drop from previous Friday, as you can see, 55% lower. So almost everything wiped out here in Credit Suisse. Will you be holding any positions into the Fed decision? I don't know yet, but probably not. I'm not trying to hold anything into the decision. But yeah, it's 0% or 25%. I hope they will go by 25% to show the market that they have still the focus on the inflation and not just on the banking sector. We are already selling off and retesting VWAP here, 12,620 points. Let's see if we can retest these lows here. If we go higher, I try to short more at 12,700, but I'm expecting the market to go down on the open. Let's see what we can have today. And the bonds also going crazy. We went to highs of 108.50 for TLT ETF and are trading sideways right now. Let's see, especially First Republic here. Because I want to take at the lows near the $15 area, I want to take some longs. Low was $14.58. And the market is open here. Holding VWAP. Almost no movement here, interesting. But still downtrending on a 5-minute time frame here. So if we go on a higher time frame to see the important levels. So previous high point from Friday was here, 12,810 points, and previous low point from last Monday was here at 11,806. So if we draw a Fibonacci level, so let's do this and go here from the high to the low, then we see the previous low from Friday is a Fibonacci level 23.6%, and the next one is sitting here at 12,400 points. So these levels will be important to the downside today, and to the upside the high point of last Friday will be important, as well as the previous high here, 12,927 points. So let's go to the lower time frame again. And there's the sell-off below VWAP. We retested 12,600 points here. Let's see if we can retest the lows from pre-market. There I will cover my shorts. Just preparing my closing order here. Maybe not closed at the lowest point, but a little bit above. I think 12,530 points could be the interesting level here. So the first low was here 12,532, and then the lower low 12,525. So let's go with 12,531 and see if we will retest these lows again. I can still go higher when I see that the market is stronger than this. So my long order is ready. Let's see if we can see lower levels here. There's the retest of VWAP. A retest of VWAP and 9 EMA. And then there should be more sell-off. Like previous Monday, we retested the lows and went even lower. And then we had the big bounce back. And a nice turnaround Tuesday. And I want to see the same again today. Let's see gold again. Where's my gold chart? Here. So gold on a 5-minute time frame. So the highs here, $2,015, and we are at 1,985 right now. Still some room to go higher when the market is dipping. Let's see crude oil. Not loading here. Oops, crude oil. Crude oil futures. And May. Crude oil was also dipping lower and retested $64.36 was the low point. Trading sideways right now. So I was taking a short put on the closing of Friday, maybe a little bit too early because of the bad news. This week here we had lower levels, but when the market is going higher, then probably also crude oil can rise again. So I'm holding this short put with what was the strike again? Let's see, strike of 50. It's a 50 short put. So still $16.60 away from the current price level. 50 strike put short, and when the market is rising again, I can make some money with it. So I'm not holding it as a day trade, but as a swing trade, and I'm expecting the market to go back to this $72, $73 area here. Let's see if we can see this tomorrow on the turnaround Tuesday. Let's see, First Republic again. First Republic dipping a little bit, but there's more to come. If we go below this $18 area, look at this volatility, 370% implied volatility. Insane. So I'm ready to take on more here from a short put. It's also interesting to trade the options because you will get a lot of implied volatility here, a nice premium. So let's see implied volatility for First Republic. Where is my option trader? Here. Let's bring this here on the second screen. Don't know why my trading platform is loading so slowly today. Here's First Republic, and this is next Friday expiration, and there you see the current price level is about $19 and we can get about $4.50 for this 19 strike put. Just crazy. So it's interesting to sell if you are on a directional trade, you can just sell at the money or near the money. Even for an 11 strike put, you can still get $1.80 expiration this week. It's just crazy. I normally try to trade the April expiration. Even for the $5 expiration, you will get $1.40. Just insane. This is Delta 5, so 5%. Ooh, it's halted. Ooh, it's halted already. Oh, there's a news announcement now. Aye. Or is it just a volatility stop? Okay, 1980. Is it already going to the upside, or will it open lower? Oh, this is gonna be interesting now. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, my order is already in place here for the stocks. So if we open at 15 or below, I will take a long position, and if we will go higher, then that's it. Okay, I'm already in a long position from Friday, just a small one, but okay. Let's see, this will be interesting if there will be another bank overtaking First Republic or Warren Buffett investing or whatever will happen here. We will probably know soon. Just hope that this closing here, this halting, will not last for more than a week, like with Silicon Valley and the other bank from New York, Signature Bank. So because here it is still halted for Silicon Valley, so no possibility to get out for all the stockholders here. Unfortunately, I'm not invested in Silicon Valley or Signature Bank. But now I wanted to play this game here with First Republic. Let's see. Okay, Nasdaq, back to Nasdaq. Where is the chart again? Here. We retested already the next Fibonacci level here, 23.6, and now retesting 9 EMA. Let's see who can have these lower levels now. If someone already knows the news from First Republic, then just let me know. Hold is a surprise. No, not for me. I expected a hold, but yeah, I don't know yet if it's a good or a bad hold. So let's see. Could also be just a volatility halt. Because look at these moves in just 2 minutes. We went from 18 to 1980. This is just insane here. And the same with Nasdaq. Look at this movements here. This is just 3 minutes. We made 50 points in 3 minutes. Completely crazy. Retesting 12,600 from below. Let's see if we can retest the lows from pre-market here. But really good that the Fibonacci levels are working like this here. Let's see Tesla stock. Tesla is down 1.3%. We retested the neckline from below the previous low points here on Friday and are now selling off. Unfortunately, a little bit too early. I waited for the 187 or 190 area to short it again, but this didn't happen on Friday, and there was the sell-off before. So I'm just watching it right now without any position in Tesla. Let's see the German DAX, also selling off in the previous days. From the highs at 15,700 to the lows of 15,500 today, 7.7%. But we are rising again, so it's only down 5%, trading at 14,900 points right now. And rising above 12,600. Let's see if we can retest VWAP. First Republic still halted. 5 minutes now. Yeah, I'm too late. But I didn't want to buy at 18. I wanted to buy at 15. Because I already bought in on Friday after hours at $20. So therefore I didn't want to buy right away again at 18. I wanted to buy, ooh, and there we are trading higher. Maybe closing this gap. So maybe I'm too late. We won't go back to $15 area. Okay. My target for this trade is a $40 area. So let's see this on a daily time frame to show you why I want to aim at $40. Here we had this green candle and it was right at the 40, and the previous high here was also right at the 40.00. So I'm aiming at $39.90. This could be an interesting resistance if we go back to higher levels. I don't know if we will reach it, but this would be 100% move for the stock. So it's just a small position here, really risky. But if we can see lower levels now with the market dipping, maybe we will go back to the $15 area. From pre-market lows, this is where I want to take on more. And the gap is almost closed here. Retest of the lows. Let's see if we can go through. Come on. I want to see the retest of pre-market lows. Not trading lower right now. Today you need more patience than the previous Monday. It was going faster on previous Monday. What about VIX? Just holding its level around 26. What about natural gas? Where's my natural gas future here? Don't I have opened the chart? No, it's not open here. NVIDIA, but let's use it for, oh no. Trading platform is going wild today. Okay, then let's use just this Charles Schwab. I don't need it anymore. It's also dipping. Natural gas. Futures. And we want to see May future. Not on a weekly time frame, on a daily time frame. It's in the red, 1.2% right now. So I still have a $2.25 strike short put in place here. Maybe we'll retest the previous lows here. Let's see this. Yeah, borrowing our FRC isn't cheap, but I'm not shorting it. I'm in a long trade, so I can lend it, I can borrow it to someone else, and yeah, I will get the nice interest payment. So let's see this. I borrow desk. There you can look up how much interest you are paid for your stocks if you lend them out to a short seller. Wow, nice. 13.6%, not bad. Only 150,000 available for shorting. So probably a lot of short sellers are in right now. And maybe they will push to lower levels and then we can have a short squeeze. Maybe this was what happened here. Let's see. So gap is closed now. Back to Nasdaq, still retesting the lows. Come on, breakthrough. I just want these 25 points to the downside to close my shorts. Come on. Let's dump it. Yes, Nick, let's dump it. But buyers are strong here. They are fighting for this level. Credit Suisse back at $1. From 90 cents to $1, not bad. 10%. Yeah, tech is dumping. Whole stock market will dump. ES future, I will have to change to the next expiration here for June. ES futures June. So we retested 3,900 points. The low point was 3,897. We're already trading 50 points higher right now, but we are below 20 EMA and below 9 EMA for ES future. Still some room to go to retest the pre-market lows here. 3,897 points. Oh, yes. There's the closing for my NASDAQ. Nice. So low point was 12,529 points. And I closed at 12,531 points. Wow, this was on point. Perfect. So maybe we will dip even more, but I just wanted to trade it. This small trade from 12,664 to 12,531 points. So nice 130 points in just a couple of minutes. This was from pre-market here to the lows. Nice. Perfect. So trade is closed. Let's show it to you. I hope it's showing the gains, the realized gains. Yes, because the gains from tonight are not showing, unfortunately. I don't know why. So here, whoops, just showing it to you for all the accounts. So yeah, the gains from tonight are not showing, but here you see I closed, this is my time, 7:40 a.m. So this was middle in the night for US time at 2:40 a.m. Eastern time. I closed the shorts from previous Friday and I reopened here on Sunday evening at 12,722. Some shorts I opened, as you can see. So finally I had the 12 micro NASDAQ shorts in total and I closed them in the morning at 12,584. A little bit too early, of course, but this was the low point from Friday. Then I reopened just 4 micro NASDAQs in total at 12,664 points. And I closed here 12,531 points and made a decent 1,060 US dollars with this small trade here. Yeah, it's a nice start into a new trading week. That's how I like to play the markets. Let's see now if we can have a turnaround Tuesday tomorrow. So it's interesting to take on a long trade as soon as you see confirmation of a reversal. So let's go on a higher time frame here. This is a nice candle here. I like this one with a huge wick to the downside and just to trigger some stop losses below this Fibonacci level and to retest the pre-market lows, and now already trading higher. So it's interesting to maybe already step into an early long trade. I'm not doing it right now because I have enough other positions here with First Republic, so I want to focus on this one. But it's interesting to see when we go above 9 EMA and above VWAP here, above and holding above 12,600, it can be a nice reversal trade to the upside. Really nice exit here. 2 points or 1.75 points above the lows. Really nice. And it's pushing back. Insane market here. VIX going lower, 25.6. Gold holding at 1985. Crude oil going lower, $66.10. So this time I don't want to be early to the trade. I will wait for confirmation and only enter with small position size like I did here with the 4 micro Nasdaq futures. So I will wait for confirmation and then go in with 1 or 2 micro Nasdaq to the long side as soon as I see confirmation. To the upside I will use 5 and 15 minute time frame to see if the market wants to turn today. But so far it's looking good for a reversal. But who knows, maybe we'll test lower levels before. Firstly, Republic holding the $20 level. Let's see if we get one more dump to the downside here. Unfortunately, I missed it here on the open pre-market at 9 AM my time. This was 4 AM Eastern time when pre-market opens here. And you see this big wick to the up and down side. And then there were buyers stepping in here. So I missed it in the first 5 minutes here. But it was a really heavy move. And I thought I would wait for US market open for the next dip in the retest of the lows like a Nasdaq did here in perfection. But unfortunately First Republic didn't retest the lows. But it doesn't really matter because I'm already in a smaller long position. Okay, I will live stream 5 more minutes and then I will let you trade on your own. So if you have some more stocks you want me to analyze, then put them in the live stream chat here. Bonds moving to the downside. Yes, future seems to be stronger than Nasdaq. And going lower again here for Nasdaq. Therefore, always wait for confirmation. See, there was a rejection at the 9 EMA level. So we are still in this short trend. Therefore, don't take the longs too early. BAR, what's this stock ticker symbol? Never heard. BAR. Granite shares. Is it this one? Granite shares? Never heard of. Let's see this on a daily time frame. Okay, seems to be crazy like First Republic. Let's see it on a weekly. So the lows were at about 1603 and we are trading above the previous high points, so it's making higher highs right now. This one is looking good. See it on a daily time frame again. Yeah, it's pushing. Is there a high amount of short interest in this stock. Let's see this. BAR. I'm always looking at Finviz, and there you can see, yeah, you cannot see. Unfortunately, we don't see the numbers here. Okay, normally we see the short ratio and the short float, but not for this stock. Let's see on iBorrow desk maybe. Can get more info here. BAR. Loading. So 650,000 available. Interest rate only 0.9%. So I don't think that a lot of shares are sold short. But yeah, it's looking good right now. So let's draw Fibonacci to the previous lows here. So if we go back to 1930 or to the breakout level here at 19, it's more interesting to take the longs here, but you never know if the market will stay strong like this, then probably we will go higher. So you could also wait for the next breakout here and take it at 1975, 1980 and trade it here to the long side. I don't know if it's really liquid, just about 1 million shares traded a day. So it's not one of the big ones. Yeah, it's up to you, but it's looking good for now, for an uptrend. Let's just see it on a monthly time frame. Yeah, I was pushing back hard. Still some room here to the upside. You see there's the Fibonacci extension at $20.80 and the previous high point $20.54. So these could be your next targets to the upside. And especially if we redraw the Fibonacci from the low to the high here. So we are trading above the Fibonacci level, 76.4%. So now there should be room to the $20.50. But I don't know if I would trade it. It's not a really liquid stock here. Tesla was an acceptable push. Okay, let's see Tesla again. 180. Yeah, but I wouldn't trade it here in this sideways range. I would wait for a clear retest of previous highs at 187, 190 and then short it again if the market is still weak. Yeah, Nasdaq is still weak here. First Republic trading below 20 now. Still going sideways. Okay, let's wait for the closing of this 30-minute candle. So looking good. As you can see, parabolic went to the downside, indicating an uptrend. And on a 15-minute time frame, it's still a downtrend, but we have this nice doji candle here. Small body, wick to the up and downside, indicating a reversal. So there's more room to the upside here. And it's already pushing. Retesting 9 EMA. No power here. Okay, let's prepare for the next news tomorrow. So tomorrow we will have existing home sales half an hour after the market is open. This is 3 p.m. my time. So I will try to live stream at market open, and then we will have the news here, existing home sales together, and there will be a speech of Madame Lagarde a little bit earlier. So we will already know what the European markets will do on the open tomorrow with existing home sales. Okay, hope you got some nice insights. Wish you some nice and happy trades today. Hope you can make some decent money. And we will see us tomorrow at market open again. Wish you a nice trading Monday. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.